Hello friends, Fazia Said is here from Lokvirsa Studios with another episode of Folk Beats. You know that we talk about different regions of Pakistan, showing the diversity of our cultures, our music, our poetry, our musical instruments. But today we are going to talk about the most beautiful province in this country. And I'm sure that you would agree, my hints are, or my clues are, big mountains, beautiful green valleys, lakes and lovely, loving people. Yes, we are talking about GILGIT, BALTISTAN. And in that province, I would say the variety of languages is just something that we have to tackle with. We cannot just give you songs of one particular language. We have to touch the colors, we have to touch the languages, we have to touch the poetry, the whole variety of folk musical tradition that this region has. Today we will start our program with a beautiful Brushaski song. Now Brushaski is a very mysterious language because it is not connected to any of the known classifications of languages, and it just stands alone in one small pocket, and sometimes it is also referred as language of the fairies. So let's enjoy the first song from Brushaski from the beautiful GILGIT, Baltistan.
उनगन जास भी बुटन बेकरार उनगन जास भी बुटन बेकरार अपचे दो कोंडों और जुवजे यार हिर चुमे जाजे बेला दो शर तैयार अपचे दो कोंडों और जुवजे यार हिर चुमे जाजे बेला दो शर तैयार أملو نرقو چمن ملوبا أملو نرقو چمن ملوبا أملو نرقو چمن ملوبا هي شايا جوا وجيون چملوبا ملتنه او گچو میں جيون غملوبا هي شايا جوا وجيون چملوبا.
Viewers, today we have a very special guest in our studio. A bright person and a brave person who has chosen music to be a profession for himself. Daulat Beg, thank you very much for taking the time.
Thank you, thank you.
And you are so familiar with Lokvirsa Studios, you keep coming here for performances, for festivals. So welcome again.
Thank you, thank you. Like Lokvirsa is just like a home to me, you know. It's been a long time and associated with Lokvirsa.
We
thank
hope
you
that
for, you know, for the efforts you're doing to promote the, you know, marginalized cultures of GILGIT-Baltistan.
We hope that all the musicians feel this way, that this is a home for them. So let's talk about GILGIT-Baltistan, the beautiful, beautiful geographically and I think people-wise socially area. I see in your hand a very special rabab.
Yeah.
Something that is unique.
It's unique. Yes.
And it is Pamiri Rabab. Do you want to talk about this a bit?
Yes, Pamiri Rabab, you can say Pamiri Rabab originally was in, you know, its old shape is quite different from this one.
Okay.
You are saying yes.
So this is a modified version.
This is a modified, it's a bit, you know, improved version of the Pamiri Rabab.
Okay.
We call it Hunza Pamiri Rabab. It's basically the Pamiri Rabab, it came to Pakistan through the Central Asia. Some of the, you know, religious preachers, they, you know, took this rabab from Central Asia to Pakistan. But with the passage of time, you know, due to the, you know, cultural onslaught, I would say, from the south and from the north west side of Pakistan, Afghanistan. This Pamiri Rabab, the original Pamiri Rabab was almost at the verge of extinction.
It kind of got engulfed.
Yeah, engulfed.
That happens
yeah.
with instruments sometimes.
Yes,
you know, something becomes too dominating or too popular.
Exactly.
And you let go of the
It was basically, I would say, the reason was due to its tone. It was quite sharp and it was quite easy and it was in an improved form. So the youth, you know, they liked it and they more, you know, they adopted. Okay. So the Pamari Rubab, you know, it was left behind. So now what we started is like we tried to improved the old Pamari Rubab, and this is the, you know, shape.
It really is very encouraging, because you are actually talking about development and taking the musical instruments forward. That is very good news.
Yes, yes, someone has to, you know, do this work.
Right on.
Otherwise, the Pamari Rubab, you know, it will be totally lost.
Yes. No,
so there are, you know, a few guys which I would like to, you know, take their name here. There is a group, you know, Bazm Liqa, which you know, initiated this thing first, and there is a guy Gulbaz by the name of Gulbaz, who, you know, came up with the idea, and now we are, you know, taking it in a, you know, more large scale.
Very good. I think that's very good, because I think with the Rabab, the use of bow or plucking, you know, that has also kind of, you know, some people have used a bow.
Yes, that's another instrument. That's also very, you know, it's also at the verge of extinction, and we are trying to, you know, promote it as well. It's called Ghajek.
Yes.
In central Hunza, it's called Jaghini, but in the upper Hunza,
very close. Both the instruments are kind of close.
It's very close.
Yes.
It's the same. The name is different, but the instrument is same. It also came from Central Asia.
Yes.
The Wahi people, you know, brought it in Hunza.
I think without that, I would say the music is not complete there, the folk music, huh?
Yeah, the folk music of Gilgit-Baltistan is incomplete.
Yes,
yeah.
So why don't you tell us about those?
Yeah, Gilgit-Baltistan, you know, the major, you know, the folk instruments in Gilgit-Baltistan is, nowadays, is Dodang,
yes,
Damal and Surnai.
Right. Surnai, people can probably imagine very well, and we will show that also. Just describe a little the others.
Dodang is basically a big drum.
Yes, like a round big drum.
Big drum. And it's basically, the unique part of it is that it cannot be played in singly or in isolation. Like drum cannot be played in isolation.
These are accompanying instruments with each other.
Yeah. The three instruments are, you know, they are integral part of, you know, each other. They are played in festivals, in various folk festivals there. So they cannot be separated from each other.
Okay. So if our viewers do not know enough about GB's musical heritage, they should at least know these three instruments.
These three instruments. Yes. Yeah, these three instruments, basically their root, you know, goes to Ladakh. These three instruments, they came from Ladakh to Baltistan, and from Baltistan to during the kingship, and from Baltistan to Gilgit, and then it spread to the whole region. But you know, in Ghizr district, because Ghizr district is quite close to Chitral district, which is in now it's part of KPK, the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. But historically, it was part of you know, the whole region.
Culturally, you know, culturally, the administrative boundaries and cultural boundaries do not have to match all the time, and we should not even assume that they should match.
Basically, the cultural instrument of Wahis were Rubab. This Rubab, Pamari Rubab, Daf, we call it Doriya as well, and Ghajek. These three instruments were the you know, folk instruments of the Wahi speaking area over there. But with the passage of time, they also adopted the three instruments as well.
Because you do have a region and there is a lot of cross pollination.
Exactly.
Now Chitrali sitar, we call that Chitrali sitar.
Chitrali sitar,
because it is smaller, you know,
the
the base is smaller. And it looks a little different.
It's quite different from the Indian sitar.
Yes.
The size is different.
Or South Asian sitar, you can say,
Asian,
because the whole region, that is a bigger one.
That's a bigger
Chitrali
one.
sitar is a bit smaller.
It's a smaller one. It has 5 strings, but the South Asian sitar has, you know, lots of strings, harmonic strings.
Yes.
The Chitrali sitar don't have any harmonic strings. There is just 5 strings, and you play with 2 strings.
Okay. Yes.
So this is the difference between the Chitrali sitar and the South Asian sitar.
Yes, no, it does sound different. It just plays slightly different. So you mentioned Meherenges. How about if we listen to a beautiful song by Meherenges, Bazm Liqa, and I feel very proud that there are women who sing so beautifully and take it on as profession. And not many provinces have you know, this to boast. So Meherenges and her group, Bazme-Lika. These people have been really at the forefront of folk music. They sing in Persian, they sing in Brushasky also.
Brushasky, but their genre is most Sufi music. You know,
yes. They do. I mean, sometimes they don't even use the word sing and they say recite, but we call it singing because it is all the same to us. They sing Sufi music, they sing in Persian, and they sing it beautifully.
I was listening to the conversation between D.W. Beg and Dr. Fozia. In Hunza, there is a caste living in Mominabad, and they are there for almost 800 years. And I give the most credit to the people of Mominabad who have much contribution, so much contribution in keeping this music alive, keeping the music of northern areas alive. And people from Hunza, I would like to say that I would like to mention it very openly that people of Hunza never married a single person from Mominabad in 800 years. Now in recent decade, the perception of people about music has changed, and now everybody has started playing music, and people are making relations with them, the musicians, the real musicians. I would like to suggest Lok Virsa or the other schools who are archiving the music or working on music to bring here the old masters of northern areas. There is a guy called Gohar, Ustad Gohar, who is playing dole. He is playing dole since for 8 years. He is playing dole for 8 years. 8 years is a big time. He is master of dole, but I haven't seen him at any platform. Also, Mr. Qutoshi from Hunza, Karim Qutoshi, the master of, he is considered as the master of Shehnai. We call it Suranai. He is playing 2200 tunes, the primitive tunes in Shehnai.
When we talk about women's participation in arts and culture, especially music, in the past, there are, assumptions that women were part of the dances and all the music that would take place. And now what I see is that, especially when we talk about women musicians from the area, or women singer or women dancer, From where I remember, I haven't come across any in the past maybe 20 to 30 years. I haven't come across any women musician or artist from that area, which is very unfortunate, because dance is such a such a beautiful part of our culture. We, in all the weddings or any gathering that we have, we play this local music and the men would dance to it. But the women are supposed to just stand and clap for them, or maybe appreciate them by doing this gesture, which is nice. But at the same time, dance is it's a celebration of yourself. It's an expression of happiness. Yeah, I think in the past 3 years, I would say, that I've seen some organizations actually coming to that area and supporting music and arts over there. There's one organization that I recently visited, is called Bulbulik. It's based in Gulmit. I was very happy to visit the kids, and I was happy to see all the women participants who were carrying all the guitar, rababs and sarangi and all these instruments, and they were learning. So that's I think that's a ray of hope for that. So I think now things are changing, or people are taking it as a serious thing, that yes, women should also be part of the culture and arts. And actually, this really interesting band, they are called Bazme Lika. If you look at them, it's a band basically, and it's formed by all the women, and it's an all-women band basically. So I was very happy to see these girls playing. They are playing instruments and they are doing the vocals, and it's an entire band, and they are performing in different places. They are being called, they're doing gigs. So that's something I thought was like really interesting, and I think it's not easy to actually break through all the stereotypes and come out as an all-women band, which was actually not even happening in Pakistan. So that is something I'm really proud of, and I'm looking forward to them to grow.
I feel so proud when women are playing musical instruments. It is so rare to see that in Pakistan.
Exactly.
So I feel very good. Now tell me a little bit about the festivities, because a lot of music kind of goes around the festivals.
Since Gilgit-Baltistan is, the people of Gilgit-Baltistan, the festivals are, it's based on the weather conditions there.
Yes. And the seasons.
The seasons. So every season has got its own festivities. When we enter into the winter, so winter has its all, sports. The sports are different. The festivals are different. So the festivals are basically, it reflects the lifestyles and the requirements of the winter condition over there.
That is so beautiful, because the lifestyle is so intertwined with the geographical conditions,
Exactly.
with the seasons. It's very close to nature.
Close to nature, yeah.
So if the year starts from spring,
yes,
then why don't we start talking about Nowruz first?
Yes,
yes?
you rightly identified the festival. The Nowruz is a vibrant festival, which is celebrated in most part of the Gilgit-Baltistan.
You do have an official holiday.
Yes.
Or sometimes I think people don't come for a week.
Yes. It's a huge festival over there. But with the passage of time, there was some, as I said, the Nowruz is basically it comes from the earth. When spring comes,
it's the welcoming of the spring.
It's welcoming of the. But there are when I said there were some religious sort of things happen there, the sectarian things. Some of the people they start attaching it to the religion or sectarian sort of.
Yeah, that is true. That you are very right, because in many parts of South Asia there is an impression that it is linked to a particular sect.
Yeah, particular sect.
And that association we don't mind, but the fact remains that the basic idea of Nowruz is the first day, celebrating the first day of spring. And most of the civilized societies started their calendar year from spring.
Exactly.
And not in the middle of winter.
Yes. So this is how it goes. As I can give you the example in Gilgit-Baltistan itself, spring is this Nowruz festival is celebrated with a little bit of different dates on different dates. As you will go to the highest points the spring, the
Changes.
it changes. When in Chimshal, since spring comes there very late, so we celebrate it late from the rest of.
So it's like a wave of festivities.
It's a wave of festivals.
Like that.
Yeah, it starts from Baltistan, Gilgit, and it goes to Hunza and to the upper Hunza. So it basically reflects it's basically the herald of what we call spring.
I heard a lot of people get married, then they start building their houses at that time.
Yes.
So
And Nowruz is basically it is celebrated differently in various areas. Every ethnic group, every I would say in Baltistan. If you go to Baltistan, spring this Nowruz will be celebrated differently.
Okay, but music is a part of every celebration.
Yes. Music is there. Music is there.
Now, tell me just a few more festivals for our viewers.
We have, as I said, Tagum festival. Then there is this Ginani festival.
Tell us the season.
Ginani festival is celebrated in
Which
Central
month?
Hunza
Okay.
and in Gilgit.
Which month?
It's basically during the period of harvesting.
Okay.
It's during the harvesting season. It's Ginani festival. But in the Hunza or in many part of Gilgit Baltistan, there is a difference. Sort of the way festivals used to be celebrated. It now varies. Initially during the kingship, it was the king,
State sponsored.
it was state sponsored. Yes, you rightly said. Now the festivals has, it was not used to belong to the people, to the poor people over there. Now the festivals are celebrated by the people of the land.
Why don't you play a little bit for us? Friends, in our studio today, we have a young professional who is a music enthusiast and is very interested in folklore and folk music, and his field is accounts. So it is surprising, but that also is beautiful. Let's meet Samiullah. Samiullah, welcome to our studios.
Thank you, ma'am.
And I did that introduction specifically to let people know that you are a CA, chartered accountant.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
And you are in the field of accounts, and you are very interested in music, very interested in folk culture. And you come from Gujal.
Yeah, I've come from the upper part of Hunza, that's called Gojal, and the people, the language they speak in Gojal is Wakhi language.
Yes, so you are a Wakhi speaker.
Yeah, Wakhi speaker.
So can you tell us a little bit about the folk music, the rich tradition of folk music there?
Yeah, basically starting from Wakhi language is spoken in different countries, not just in Pakistan. With Pakistan, it's also spoken in China, in Afghanistan and in Tajikistan,
Okay.
because Wakhi has its origins in the Farsi language, Persian language.
It's very close to it, no?
Exactly. So there are, coming back to Pakistan, there are several singers in Wakhi language. Coming to the poets, we have got two great poets from Gujal. One is Nazir Ahmad Bulbul and the other one is Saifuddin Saif. These are the two most renowned poets from Gujal who speak Wakhi language. And
now this area seems quite fertile for music, because I have heard a lot of good singers from Wakhi speaking communities.
yeah, along with these singers, we have also got many singers from different villages of Gujal.
Okay.
And for example, one is Raza Beg Raza, who is a very young singer, and his songs are heard not just in Gujal, the Wakhi language speakers, but also in
The whole area? Okay.
whole of Hunza and the Shina speakers. All of these like Raza Beg Raza's songs. In addition to that, we also have got one singer who is famous at Pakistan level. His
Okay.
name is Irfan Ali.
Yes.
And he sings songs not just in Wakhi language, but also in Urdu language, and also in different languages of Gilgit-Baltistan like Shina and Brusheski. So he is also very popular.
I like this fact. Every time you say we have a young poet, we have a young singer, you know, that
Exactly.
makes my heart throb great, because I think that young people should carry the tradition forward.
Exactly.
You know, if we only have old poets, which is great to have that treasure also, but then it doesn't get transferred, and then people kind of deviate from the folk traditions. So
Exactly.
it's very nice that the area is consciously developing its folklore, and
Yeah.
I think through our program, through many other initiatives, it needs to be spread out in the whole country, so people can really enjoy the folk music of Gilgit-Baltistan.
Yeah, exactly. In addition to the young, we should also mention some of the
Senior ones?
senior
Yes,
ones who
absolutely,
were also young at some point of time.
Okay.
So one of them is Fazlur Rahman Shirin Sodo, and he has got a very great voice. Shirin Sodo means sweet voice.
Okay.
So
yes.
yeah, he is one of the best regarding singing. And the other one is Riaz Sahar. He is not that old. He is also a young singer. He is from Chipursan. These two singers are from Chipursan, which is like to the very north of Gujal.
So, see, language becomes so important, especially if you're talking about Gilgit-Baltistan. In every region, I
Exactly.
imagine. But in Gilgit-Baltistan, if you're talking about folklore, we are talking about folk music, then we
Exactly.
have to look at the big languages that are spoken. And I think that there are more than 7, but 7 are kind of the main ones,
Exactly.
which we want to cover in our program somehow, at least most
Yeah.
of them, you know, just so that we touch. We have already played a song for our friends in Brusheski, in
Yeah.
Wakhi, and in Persian.
Exactly.
And I was thinking, yeah,
We have more, just like you said, we have 7 languages, which is also like Wakhi, Brusheski, Shina, Balti language, Khwar language,
yes,
which is
Khwar in the
spoken in
western
Chitral.
part.
Yeah, in Chitral. And we have also got Domaki,
Domaki, yes.
language. The next one is, I think it is Ladakhi language, which is also spoken in Baltistan. So we have got 7 languages, and one of the, I should mention Abbas Sarmik,
Okay.
who belongs from Baltistan. He is very popular singer. All of us can hear his songs on YouTube, and he is like kind of like he cannot see. He is
Blind? Okay.
but his voice is very sweet,
Beautiful.
very beautiful.
So we'll try and cover as many languages as we can in the program
Yeah.
to do justice to Gilgit-Baltistan. Tell me a little bit about Shina, and then we'll listen to a Shina song.
Yeah. Shina is a language which is mostly spoken in Gilgit district. Along with the Gilgit district, it is also spoken in Diamar districts and Astor, and is also spoken in Ghazar district with little bit differences in the dialects. So we have got several poets very famous, and one of them is Zafar Waqar Taj, who is very famous, and his songs are heard all over Gilgit-Baltistan.
Okay.
And one of the most famous singers is Salman Paras. And in addition to these, we have also got other artists, singers and poets like Talib Hussain, who is poet as well as singer. And we have also got Jabir Khan in Shina language.
So friends, enjoy a beautiful folk song in Shina language by Mubarak Ali Sawan.
बेमुसाफिर जगो सांझियों से हर सर न तेरे, बेमुसाफिर जगो सांझियों से हर सर न तेरे, हियो टर टर न तेरे, अको दर पदर न तेरे, हियो टर टर न तेरे, अको दर पदर न तेरे, मस्तों सिंगले रटम तुस्तुम का शर न तेरे, हियो टर टर न तेरे, अको दर पदर न तेरे, मस्तों सिंगले रटम तुस्तुम का शर न तेरे.
नहीं, वो गिलगित बल्तिस्तान का म्यूज़िक ही जज्बाती है. आप लाइक देखें, डाइवर्सिटी है, हर डिस्ट्रिक्ट में डिफरेंट लैंग्वेजेस है. कहते हैं कि वहाँ पे जो हर 5 किलोमीटर के डिस्टेंस के बाद वेरिएशन है, लैंग्वेज वेरिएशन. तो तकरीबन 11 से 12 ज़ुबानें बोली जाती हैं और हर एक के अलग गीत हैं. एक ज़ुबान दूसरे की समझ नहीं आएगी, दूसरे के तीसरे की समझ नहीं आएगी. और इसमें कोशिश ये करनी चाहिए कि आपका जो म्यूज़िक है वो टेस्टी हो, वो दूसरे लैंग्वेज वाले भी सुने. तो इसमें बाज़ औक़ात हम लोग ऐसे ट्रैक्स बनाते हैं जिसमें डिफरेंट लैंग्वेजेस का एक ही गीत होता है, वो हर कहीं सुना जाता है, हर डिस्ट्रिक्ट में सुना जाता है. और फिर बाज़ औक़ात उर्दू लैंग्वेज का सहारा लेते हैं, उर्दू ट्रैक्स बनाने की कोशिश करते हैं. गिलगित बल्तिस्तान के म्यूज़िक के हवाले से मैं ये कहना चाहूँ कि फ़र्स्ट टाइम जो हमने आइडिया दिया स्टूडियो रिकॉर्डिंग का दिया. लाइक इससे पहले स्टूडियो रिकॉर्डिंग्स नहीं होती थी गिलगित बल्तिस्तान में. सच कोई स्टूडियो नहीं है अभी तक. ये सबसे जो है ना, आप कहें कि दुख की बात है. तो हम लोग वहाँ पे लाइव रिकॉर्डिंग्स करते थे जब भी कोई रिकॉर्डिंग होती थी. और जितने भी पुराने सिंगर्स हैं हमारे, फोक सिंगर्स, लाइव रिकॉर्डिंग्स, यानी कि म्यूजिशियंस, और आप समझ रहे होंगे, सारे मिल बैठ के एक ही ट्रैक पे रिकॉर्डिंग होती थी. ये ऐसा था कि हमारे जो रिदम्स हैं पुश्तो रिदम से मिलते जुलते थे. तो इनिशियली हम में से काफ़ी सारे लोगों ने पेशावर के स्टूडियो में रिकॉर्डिंग्स की और मैंने ख़ुद भी की. तो उसमें मुझे ख़ुद ये फ़ील हुआ कि हमारे अपने कल्चरल म्यूज़िक में पेशावर जो KPK के म्यूज़िक का फ़ील आ रहा है. तो बाद में हमने ख़ुद रियलाइज़ किया कि ये कुछ अच्छा नहीं हो रहा है, हमें अपनी म्यूज़िक को ही, अपने म्यूज़िक को प्रमोट करना चाहिए. मैंने ही स्टार्ट लिया था कि अपने साथ फीमेल सिंगर को गवाया था फर्स्ट टाइम. और ख़ुद ही ऑब्ज़र्व कर रहे हैं हम लोग सोशल मीडिया में, कम लोग अप्रिशिएट करते हैं, ज़्यादातर मतलब फ़र्स्ट टाइम क्रिटिसिज़म भी होता है. लेकिन धीरे धीरे हमने फ़र्स्ट एल्बम बनाया, क्रिटिसिज़म कुछ ज़्यादा था, सेकंड में कम हो गया, थर्ड में और कम हो गया, और ग्रेजुअली ये कम होता जा रहा है. तो मतलब फीमेल्स ने आगे आना ही होता है किसी हर फील्ड में. तो क्यों ना हम ही कोशिश करें और उनके लिए एक रास्ता हम दिखाएं. और हमसे जो हो सकता है हम लोग कर रहे हैं म्यूज़िक में, और फीमेल्स को इनकरेज कर रहे हैं.
Samiullah, there are so many languages in Gilgit-Baltistan that we have to do justice. And I was thinking, let's talk a little bit about the western side of GB province. And it touches Chitral. And like we said earlier also, that cultural boundaries do not have to match the geographical boundaries. So Chitral as such is part of KP.
Exactly.
But the influence, and it is culturally, it is very linked to GB.
Exactly.
So if we talk about the western side, Khwar definitely is a very dominating language in that part. However, in Gizar, you see that almost every language of GB is spoken. So if you look at the linguistic map, it has little dots because so many languages are spoken in that one district. But let us talk a little bit about festivities in the Khwar spoken area.
In the western part, like Chitral and in Ghizar, we have got the Shandur festival.
Very well known
Yeah,
in Pakistan.
exactly.
Yes.
And in that festival, polo is played, but in addition to sports, we also have different musical events which happen there. And one of the thing is that a tune is played there, which is called Bulai Harip. It is played during the polo match.
Okay.
Yeah, and it is one of the best tunes in Gilgit-Baltistan, Bulai Harip. And after the team wins, it has its own tune on which the players they dance, and the other one is for the losing team.
You know, this is very interesting because
Yeah.
whenever I have heard of music from Gilgit-Baltistan, very nice bands,
Yeah.
you know, they would say the welcoming tune and then saying hello tune and then sitting together and sharing
Exactly.
tune. So it is always very interesting that there is a specific tune for different times.
Yeah.
And it's very good to hear you say that there is a winner's tune and then there is a loser
Losing.
tune. Yes.
There is also in the kingship time, there was also a tune for the king to sleep, sleeping tune.
Okay. So that's very good.
Yeah.
While we're talking about the western side, I think that it's important then for us to play a Khwar song.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. You have some singers or somebody you want to name?
Yeah, we have got Rahmat Ali, who is one of the.
Very good singer.
Yeah.
Very good singer. So friends, let's enjoy a song in Khwar language by Rahmat Ali.
हाय दुदेरी ता सफर गने सहतो बदलनो अरूस कियो आदतो फांदा फांदी कोरी जन्म सरो सतो हे बदलनो अरूस कियो आदतो फांदा फांदी कोरी जन्म सरो सतो जाना चिनो दोसान लुवो जवाबो हे अचिनो दोसान लुवो जवाबो Yawadino ganistuma savaboro ichiniawani asheko gulabo Majane maja sorwar miya lakhi haya gumanoi sorwar miya lakhi haya gumanoi oraru haram hardi bedar manoi khoshpadi poshik vada khote nar manoi ey oraru haram hardi bedar manoi khoshpadi poshik vada khote nar manoi हर दियो बादलाइश हो बेमारी हाय हर दियो बादलाइश हो बेमारी हाय नजर के ने बाशुन्यान न सितारी हाय इस पसोराया कानून दी सरकरियाय नजर के ने बाशुन्यान न सितारी हाय इस पसोराया कानून दी सरकरियाय Majane majan Pakhmin da biti vatano jana da toy Pakhmin da biti vatano jana da toy Juhar diyan bevan albat ghalatoy Beghafilo tu masora musibatoy Juhar diyan bevan albat ghalatoy Beghafilo tu masora musibatoy जाना शुरू अंदर है अमी समंदरा माँ शुरू अंदर है अमी
फायदा व मजाना गरा ए मारोय तू मत जान तू बेखबर आता त्यांच्या फायदा व मजाना गरा ए ला 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 ला
अगर एक हम देखा जाए कि ख्वार लैंग्वेज की शायरी और आर्टिस्ट और उनका चित्राल साइड पे पोइट्री बहुत ही इन डेप्थ होती है। गज़ल साइड पे शायरी है लेकिन उस तरह की इन डेप्थ नहीं होती है। हमारे पास जिस तरह के जब हम छोटे थे तो एक सिंगर होता था रहमत अली, बहुत मशहूर है, फोक सिंगर है, शुरू से हम जब से छोटे तब से उसको सुनते आए हैं। अभी भी वो रहमत अली नेशनल लेवल पे भी गा रहे हैं, रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं। साथ साथ रहमत अली ने हमारे इलाके में सितार को इंट्रोड्यूस करवाया था, तो अभी स्टार एक गज़ल में एक ट्रेडिशन बन गया सितार। चित्राल साइड पे ख्वार के तो बहुत ज़्यादा काम कर रहे हैं, उन्होंने ख्वार डिक्शनरीज भी बनाई हैं, ख्वार की अंजुमन तंजीमें ऑर्गेनाइजेशन बने। इसी तरह हमने भी गज़ल साइड पे भी, जिस तरह मैं आजकल हेड कर रहा हूँ गज़ल सोशल एंड कल्चरल फोरम को, उसमें हमारा मकसद ये है कि जिसमें मैंने एक इनिशिएटिव स्टार्ट किया है ख्वार.org, एक मूवमेंट टाइप है कि हम चाहते हैं कि ख्वार को एक इंडेंजर्ड लैंग्वेज का करार दिया गया है यूनेस्को की तरफ से। तो हम कोशिश कर रहे हैं तो किसी तरह चीज़ों को जो ख्वार की प्रमोशन ऑनलाइन लोगों को दिखाएं कि ख्वार एक लैंग्वेज है जो पहाड़ों में बोली जाती है और उसकी जो शायरी है बहुत अच्छी है, उसका अपना धुन है, अपने उसके फोक स्टोरीज़ हैं, हम उनको लोगों तक पहुंचा रहे हैं। और उसके साथ साथ बहुत अच्छी बात यह है कि जो ख्वार बोलने वाले यूथ है ख्वार लैंग्वेज को ऑन कर रहे हैं, उसमें एक नया मिक्स ला रहे हैं। जिस तरह रिसेंटली हमारे एक दोस्त चित्राल के हैं इरफान अली ताज, उन्होंने एक गाना लाया आशिकी अंगार, एक पूरे पाकिस्तान में एक वायरल रहा वो, जो एक मिक्सचर था उर्दू और ख्वार का। तो इसी तरह हाँ, अगर हमें अपने लैंग्वेजेस को आगे प्रमोट करना है तो हमें उसमें अपने धुन के साथ साथ थोड़ा नई चीज़ें उसमें लानी पड़ेंगी। जिस तरह हमारे नए जो आर्टिस्ट आ रहे हैं वो उसको बहुत अच्छी तरह कर रहे हैं और हम सारे उसको प्रमोट करें और अप्रिशिएट करें।
We have tried our best to do justice with such a diverse province, with so many languages, so many beautiful singers. We have tried to touch different languages, Shina, Brushaski, Khwar, Wakhi, and I'm thinking that let's end the program with a beautiful Balti song. Baltistan is a beautiful area in itself. Maybe one day we will do a folk beats program only on Baltistan, and we will bring out the differences and the diversity within that region. So for now, let's end the program with the Balti song.
Chal,